How have you been affected by the water shortages?
So we're basically geared up to grow 4,000 acres a year. That comprises of rice and cereals as well, and cattle and sheep. So about, I think it was 18 months ago, we had to sell all our sheep. So we normally run anywhere between 600 or 700 breeders, and then about 700 breeding cattle. So we sold all our sheep. We sold 500 breeders of cows. And then we've sort of gone back to about, I think it was 1,800 acres sown last year, and then no rice for 2 seasons now. So it's had massive impacts on our own farm, and then also for the community.
How has this affected your town and region?
Yep, no, devastating. The towns and communities are going to be devastated, as they have been over the last 12 years. We've seen decreasing employment figures in regional communities, decreasing populations as a result of that. People can't find jobs. And in a lot of the areas, we've had increasing government services. We've got increasing expenditure on mental health needs and requirements. We've got increases on Centrelink, government services underpinning regional areas. I mean, it's like, that is just crazy. We are, we're hardworking Australians. We can make this happen. We don't need handouts. We need sensible government policy, and it's just such a shame that irrigation is so dependent on government management because it's being mismanaged.
What do you think will help solve the problem?
Solutions that are going to bring more water into the basin, solutions that are going to mean that less water is being mismanaged through the Barmah Choke, so actually respecting the natural constraints of the system that actually govern the deliverability of resources downstream. We need people that are we need industries and usage downstream to be properly accounted for. So we don't need blokes in the Murray Valley and the Murrumbidgee area offsetting all the transmission and delivery losses downstream. So I guess we need a combination of infrastructure solutions, policy changes, and the political will to actually get this right.
What do you think will be the benefits of cheaper and easily accessed water?
Massive, huge. Like the way that trading, and I'm not just talking about multinationals and corporates, I'm talking about anybody that is not an owner of water, that is no longer irrigating with that water, trading the water. Those guys have pushed the market 3 to 4 to 5 times of the value of what it would have been previous to land and water being separated. So the more that we can put on the supply side, the better it's going to be for that price, because at current, like where we are here, it's about $630 a megalitre, and that is just not viable for growing food and fibre for this country, growing the staples of this country that underpin prosperity. And yeah.
What do you think will happen in 5 years if this problem isn't addressed?
If we don't have that water in 5 years, this place could just be completely wiped out. Maybe 20%, 30% of the population that we have now, if this basin plan is allowed to continue in the way that it is completely being mismanaged.
If we implement a large-scale infrastructure program like the Snowy River scheme that brought water to generate its own power, what do you think the benefits would be for the region and the town?
They would flow on. I mean, with the Murray-Darling Basin Plan, the way it is at the moment, we've had about $1 billion of on-farm a farm gate value taken away, and that has been modelled by several economic analysis institutions to be 7 times value add. So for every dollar that's brought into this region, we can turn it through supply chain value adding 7 times. So I guess massive benefits, and we can do that here on the farm gate. So we've got rice, and we start it from the ground up. We put the seed in the ground, we plant it, we take it off, and we get it milled, we get it dried down, and we package it, and we export it. Like we've got such good vertical integration here for so many different industries, and that's why we can get that massive value add.